show you a laughing place.
How do you do, brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Uncle Remus Collector Show. This is the show where I review every single item in my collection. Now, since this is my very first episode, I'm gonna do two episodes a week. Every Tuesday and every Saturday there will be a new episode, and trust me, I have plenty to work with in my collection. But since this is the first episode, I figured I should make it a special one by reviewing the first ever piece of Song of the South material that I ever owned, which is this record right here. This was the very first Brer Rabbit Uncle Remus thing I ever got when I first became obsessed with Song of the South in 2014. I bought this, I actually got lucky enough to find this a few months after I became obsessed, after the trip from Disney World where I did become obsessed with Splash Mountain. I was lucky enough to find it at a Goodwill, of all places. And I did not have a record player when I bought this, but of course, being as obsessed with I was like, I'm gonna get this. And you can see it has some really nice pictures on the back. It has a lot of like the promotional material and everything. And it gives a backstory on Song of the South. So if you would like to read that, go ahead and pause the video. And this record, out of the ones that I own, has the most complete collection of Song of the South soundtrack. This has like all of the main songs, but there's still a lot of like the side songs in the background. Like you see, like for example, Uncle Remus Leaves. That one is in an actual Song of the South record, which I actually don't have that one. Or the untitled song where Brer Rabbit gets thrown into the briar patch during the Tar Baby segment. Those are all part of a separate soundtrack I don't actually have, but this is like this is the complete one for like the main songs. But yeah, so I've had this for quite a while. This was the very, very first piece of Song of the South memorabilia I ever owned. The very first thing in my collection. And when I got my second record, which I will review in a later video, that's when I actually got a record player. And I just had those two records at the time. Now I have quite a few, but I only had those two records. I bought this, and let me tell you, when I was in 4th grade at the time, when I was in 3rd grade when I went on Splash Mountain, but when I got this, I was more going into 4th grade. Anyway, and I'm a junior in high school now, so that was quite a while ago. The highlight of my day was coming home and playing this record, this exact same record, every day. Can't really tell in the video, but this thing is pretty scratched up. I actually have 3 copies of this now, but I played the hell out of this. I would go home, I would rush home, I would finish my homework. This is the very first thing I would do after I was done. I would sit there and listen to it. Sometimes I just replay it over and over and over and over again. And it is beat up. I did get this at a Goodwill, so not all of this was mine, was my doing. But I'm sure a lot of it was, but I take a lot better care of my stuff. So anyway, this is just a short little series I thought I was going to do, reviewing my whole entire Splash Mountain and Song of the South collection. Now, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces, and counting. I'm still ordering new things every single day, pretty much. So I have plenty to work with. So I think this is going to make a really good series, so I want to see what you guys think of the series so far. Let me know in the comments. And have a zippity-doo-dah day, and thanks for watching the Uncle Remus Collector Show.